And welcome back, everybody, to The Kerrnel Does Feed the Beast. We are on the Trek Ultimate Unleashed server. And in the last episode, we finished creating our lighthouse. And today, we are going to finish the actual light part of the lighthouse. So I guess last episode, we built the house. So what I have done here, off camera, is I added a fourth layer to the lights so that there is a fourth. And what I have doing now is adding... Did I drop one? Oh no, I didn't have enough. So what I was doing... What was I doing? There we go. Okay, so I was trying to clean up that white area, and I'm not sure I even like the way this is coming out, so I'm going to have to think about this some more, because this is not... The shape is an odd shape for this corner piece, and I don't like having that white there. And actually, now that I think of it, I probably don't even need to have that there. I was going to have it because the picture that I had, because of the angle, and it obviously had a lot more space up here than I do, and so it actually showed the white. There actually was a space up here, but practicality dictates that that's not going to be the case. We're not going to have that space. That rhymed. But so I'm gonna use some brick. So I'm gonna have to go grab some because I don't have any on me. So I will be back in a moment. And through the magic of the internet, I now have my blocks. Yeah, I think that's gonna work fine. Not perfect, but you can't really get perfect when you're talking about blocks. There we go. So I don't think I'm gonna need to have any kind of flare on the top. We are going to stick something up here though, kind of an antenna of some sort, but that will be a little bit later. I have to figure out what we're gonna do there, but I tried to figure out how we were going to do the lighthouse part of it. To light things up, and there were two methods of going about this, and it turns out that one of those methods actually doesn't work. What we had started to do last episode was to use a RedNet controller to cycle through each of the colors on the RedNet cable, but I don't think I can do that. I tried for a couple hours to figure out a way to cycle through the colors, but I can't. I can get one color to do it, but I can't get all four colors. So the best way that I found to do that was with a computer. Now, ComputerCraft on the server and in Unleashed is generally buggy, at least with version 1.1.3, which is what we're on. But my understanding is that the bugs with ComputerCraft are more related to using monitors and other peripherals. And in this case, all we're using is RedNet cable. So what I've done is I have created a program called Lighthouse. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to rename it to Startup. So that way, anytime we enter the chunk, it'll start up again and just execute and run all the time. So this is what the Lighthouse program looks like. It's very simple. Oh. There is no Lighthouse program because they renamed it. Okay. Basically, let me change the view here. There we go. Okay, so the side out is what we're using as the top. That's where the RedNet cable's coming out. And what I I was going to use a duration of like 5 seconds for each side, but I don't think that works very well. So actually, let me remove. You know what? Let me change it to 1. So the duration is actually going to be in seconds, not ticks. It'll be in actual seconds. And the sides, we're going to have 4 sides. So if we wanted to, we could have a lighthouse with like 6 sides, 8 sides. You know, the bigger we get, the more sides we could add. But in this case, we're only going to have 4 sides. And we're going to set the colors for each of the sides, the orange, magenta, light blue, and yellow. As you can see, we've got the different colors set over here. And then what we do is when the program first starts, it turns off all the sides, so it sends 0 out, so that's off. And then we basically do an infinite loop. And for each time it goes through the loop, it'll count each of the sides and increment which side it's on, and it will use these colors. So when you set the bundled output, basically what it's doing is it's sending the signal for this particular color to go out one side. There's a way that you can turn multiple colors on, but we don't want to do that. We just want to send out the specific one. So the good thing with this is that you actually don't have to turn off the old color or the other side that was on previously. You just need to send out the color that you want turned on, and it will automatically turn off the one that was on. So this will basically cycle through 1 through 4, each side, and it will set the color that it wants to turn on during that cycle. And then in between, it will sleep 1 second. And let me change that to side duration. Let me make sure that's the name. Okay, yep, it is. So it will set the side duration. Or sleep the side duration, which is 1 second now, and then it will go to the next color. So basically, it'll cycle through each color every second. So we can save this, and then let's start it up. There we go. And this is my test set here. So you can see it's cycling through 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and goes through each one of them and just keeps going back in a loop. So let us go outside now, and let's see this in action. Oh my lord, come on. There we go. So it's cycling through each of them. I kind of wishing we had a little more room to do something better, like with more sides. But just the scales, I think that is what we have there is good. So let's go over to our island here. Remote island. Yeah, we can see it working from over here. Barely. Yeah, that's good. I was kind of hoping it would be a little more complicated. I'm kind of thankful that it's not more complicated, but it's kind of anticlimactic. I thought we'd be able to come up with some really cool stuff with RedNet Controller, but it turns out the best way to do this is with ComputerCraft. So that's what we've done. So I'm very happy with. I don't know if I'm very happy, but I'm content with the way this turned out. So we've got our lighthouse actually working. Now it is a matter of sprucing this up a little bit. And I think we're going to put... I was going to put an access way, but I don't think I'm going to do that. We don't really need one. Nobody will ever come up here. But we will need to put put in some windows. So let's do that while we're up here. There we go. Okay. Now there's supposed to be windows coming up here too, but I don't know if I want them on the back. Let me pull up the map or the image here. Yeah, they come up the front as well. But they come out a little differently. So the ones that come up on the actual lighthouse, kind of in the middle. And then one borders here. And then there's a third one up here near the top. Apparently mine's a little taller than the actual one. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see. We'll try and get it close. I'm not sure I like that one. Yeah, I don't think I want to have that there. That's fine. Those three windows are okay. And then on the back we have a few more. I might sew those up. I might just sew those up. I think there's too many now that I see it. Yeah, let me sew a couple of these up. And I don't like having them on the boundaries either. That one's okay. And that one's, well, I don't want that one there. There we go. That one's okay, and this one needs to go. Yeah, that'll work. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then I like that one. Okay. Alright, so that's good. Getting that out of the way. Now we need to spruce up, I think, the entrance a little bit. I don't like the entrance, and we need to put some lights in the floors. Let's see. So the entrance itself, though, is going to be a little tricky. Because I don't want it to look blocky, but I don't want it to look weird either. And I don't think we can do the bloodstone. I don't think we can do slabs. Oh, we can. Can we do stairs? We can. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's good. Let's get some of this out of here. Get some of that out. Some of that. Keep the bowl. Alright. See if we can make this look half decent. I guess we didn't need the slab after all. I don't know if I want to do this or not. I don't think we have enough room. I definitely don't want to do that though. No, that doesn't work. Unless... Huh. That looks kind of neat. A little different. Yeah, let's keep that. I like it being a little different. Alright, so we'll keep that the way that is. I thought about some ornamentation on here because the picture, the actual lighthouse has some, some detail on the front, but I don't think that detail would work here because, as I say, we don't have enough space. Whoa, hey. Get back up there. We don't have enough space. I need to make this longer. So there's not enough room for us to do anything really down here. But I like the scale of this. It's big. It doesn't look squat, and I don't know. I like the way it turned out. I'm not a builder. I'll be honest with you right now. I'm not a builder, so I am happy with the way this has turned out. It actually looks like a lighthouse. It doesn't look like a squat little thing, and that's too bad. So cool. What next? So next, we need to light up the inside of this. Not that I'm worried about mobs or anything, because, to be honest, mobs, I think we've got mobs turned off within the claimed chunks. We could turn it on. We could, for that matter, we could turn this into a mob grind. A mob, well, I guess it could be a mob grinder too, but I don't think I want to do that. I'm not entirely certain what I want to do in here, but that's not it. So let me... There's a specific light block that Trek actually introduced me to yesterday that I think I would like to use in here, and but I need to look up some information on it first. It is from the Xeno's Reliquary, which is a mod that I really don't use. I think I used it once on the Ultimate server, and I used it to... I think I used it to make... What did I use? Endstone. I think it's an overpowered mod. I think it has some things in it that are neat, but they cut corners, and I mean, you know what I've always been saying about Unleashed is that there's too many corners that can be cut to make things ridiculously easy. It doesn't need any corners cut, but there are some things in there that make it look kind of cool. So let me go back and check it out. I think it's called an arcane lamp or something, but I will check it out and come back and let you know what that is. Okay, so the block that I was thinking about using, there we go. So the block that when I was saying that I had used something in Ultimate, what I was using was the Tome of Alcahest, and I guess you can make things from that. Basically, I think you could feed it like 3 endstone and get 17 back or something. It was ridiculous. So, but I used it. I will be honest about that. So this new block that Trek introduced me to is called the Altar of Light, and if you go into NEI, it doesn't come up in the recipe. But basically, the recipe is in the crafting grid. You use, in the 4 corners, you use obsidian. In the middle, you use emerald. And then in the other 4 open spots is a redstone lamp. Now, the thing with the Altar of Light, as I was reading it, is that it doesn't... You need to feed it something in order to activate it. And then I guess after 2 days of use, it decides that it's not going to work anymore. Because it creates a glowstone, a block of glowstone. So you feed it 3 redstone to activate it. And it gives off 15 light. And they do look kind of cool. And my only problem... Well, I guess it's not really a problem. So what I was hoping to do was to use these under the floor. I always thought that the blocks... Because I use this at the base, too, and I don't... It worked at the base in the village, so I don't know why it's not working here. But basically, if you put... You're supposed to be able... These are supposed to be transparent, from what I remember. So you put a block down there, right? And it looks fine. You get... You know, I'm using block light 11 right here. And as you go out, you know, it goes down, which is fine. Now, when you put this on top, I'm at block light 7. So if I break that, and then I break this, and then I put this back, I'm at block light 7. So it appears that the slabs are no longer transparent, which is kind of crappy, because I was kind of counting on that. I need to somehow get light in the middle here. As I say, I'm not too concerned about it, at least from a mob perspective. So we got a thing there. I don't think I want to use that. So I'm just going to fill that in and put that guy there. There we go. So let's see, what's the light level looking? So we're a little low here. So I think I might need one more of these. Oh, I have to reactivate it? Ah. Alright, so what am I looking at here? We're at 7, so it's a little dicey. But I'm not going to have mobs turned off. I just want it to look a little nice. So I do need to move this. And we'll have to put another one up here. And then we're good to go. I wonder if I should... Because that doesn't look natural there. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. I think there's something that we could probably use. I don't know if it's an arcane... What am I thinking? Arcane something or other? No. Not Ars Magica, the other one. Thaumcraft. Tells you how much I use it. I think there's a Thaumcraft thing or something that it allows you to... It's like a one-way glass kind of thing that you can walk through. You can walk through, but mobs can't. I think I'd like to have something like that here. Although I think that might require me to change the design of the door a bit. But I think that would be cool here. So, anyway. This is our new lighthouse. And, I think I'm going to put some... I don't know what I'm going to do in here. But, it's done. As far as I'm concerned. The lighthouse is built. The light is lighting. And we've got the inside lit. So now it is a matter of figuring out the rest. How are we going to decorate the inside? And how are we going to set things up so that we have this attached to the other islands? And I think what the first project will be is to build I don't know if a bridge or a tunnel. A channel? I don't know. I'm me think about that some more and be back with you once I come up with a decision on what the first major project's going to be now that the Lighthouse is done. Alright, so I went back and grabbed one more of these. And I'm short one redstone. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. I don't have any on me at all. I wonder if I got anything in my miner's bag. Oh, isn't that just typical? Alright, well, I think we're going to call the episode here. I need to, I guess, get that one piece of redstone to activate that lamp. And then next episode, we will figure out what we're going to do as far as I say, decorating that. And then I don't know if we'll have to figure out what our next project is going to be. We've got a lot of projects that we can do, such as building a bridge or a tunnel or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. And I was asking what that glass stuff is that only players can pass through. And it is ethereal glass. And I do recall this. You need a division sigil, which we have. But we need to figure out how many blocks we need. And you have to make them very quick. Otherwise, they blow up in your face and cause a lot of destruction. So if I can figure out how many blocks we need, well, I guess we know how many blocks we need, but if I can figure out how to do that, and if it gives us enough, then that would be great. But I don't know how many it gives you, so I'll have to figure that out. But if it does give us enough, then maybe that's what we'll do. We'll put that in next episode, and then figure out what else we're going to do. So until then, if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. But until next episode, please take care.